All right, in this chapter, we're going to talk about how to use the dealership time clock. I mentioned in previous chapters there's some configuration that needs to be done for users here under time clock. Employee setup, you need to find the employee you're looking for. Once you do, you need to go in and set a hire date, what their overtime settings are, how they work, have them assign a passcode, and then you can search other employees if they are going to be responsible for managing employees. If this was a manager and these two users were in my department, I would want my system admin to have them check so that way I can update if they miss clock ins or clock outs, see them on reports, things like that. For myself, again, I just need to set my passcode, um, find myself, and make sure that I'm checked as well. So once you've done that for all the users, and you'll probably want to do that when you're adding new users if you're already an existing dealer, set that up. I'm not going to make any changes as this was already set up. So that's the first thing you need to do. Oops, let's save that. All right. Uh, then what we're going to do is we can talk about where to find time clock information. So under accounting over here, again, if you have the correct permissions, you'll see the time clock tile. You can click that. You can click in here to see pay periods where you'll see anybody that's been logged in or logged out. You can come in, check to submit your time card, things like that. You can see all the clock in and hours worked and in and out for the time in the pay period. You can see when somebody submitted their time card and the date, things like that, how much they worked, etc. Again, I don't have great data here as this is a demo account, so we don't have regular users clocking in and out. Now, as far as actually clocking in and out, you'll click the little time clock icon up there. You'll enter your code that you've set, and then from here, I can clock in. And if I was clocking out, it would say clock out. Hit that. I'm clocked in. It's that simple. Um, one of the things I've mentioned when we talked about service, particularly if you're using technician time clock, is if you use that with the dealership time clock, then you can look at the W time report, which can tell you about wasted time, which is that inefficient time. A rep or a tech can only work so many hours in a day, but there's the hours he is there, and there's the hours he's been allocated, and then there's the hours he's worked. And dealers want to often find out, what did you do with that extra time? Again, a lot of that has to do with how you pay your techs. So just keep in mind that time clock is a great feature. If I was to need to clock out, again, I'd enter my code, it would bring me in here. I would go ahead and clock out. You also notice that I can export my time card. Maybe this is my last clock out for the week. I could clock out here. I could go back in, enter my code. When I come here, I could then export, and then it'll download my time card as a CSV. That way, just as a user, I have my backup record, or if I'm processing payroll and that's my responsibility, I could make some backup copies if that was necessary. So that's using the dealership time clock in DX1.